Ladies, gentlemen, et al. This is Odeko. Welcome back to Kaizen. Let's jump right into it.
That claw machine was so unfair. Yosuke's tips didn't help at all.
Do you think the machine was unfair? Or do you still need more practice?
I don't know. I've never been good at that sort of thing.
Come on, maybe you should keep trying. When you play something repeatedly, you get a better idea of how it works. It's not like I knew what I was doing the first time I played Pachinko.
What got you to try Pachinko in the first place anyway?
Am I wrong? I feel like it in real Pachinko, how much of it is skill oriented? Everything I've seen of Pachinko, it seems to be like at least 98% pure game of chance. Is she just completely delusional, or am I wrong?
Well, it's a funny story. A year or so ago, I was on a date with someone and it was a total failure. We both knew it was going badly, so we ended it early. He said he'd play some Pachinko before heading home. For some reason, I followed him inside to the parlor. Something about sitting in front of the machine made me feel better. It's like it filled my mind so I didn't have to think about what just happened.
It sounds
And
like a
wouldn't
healthy
you know
way of
it,
coping
I
with it.
won pretty big that night.
Was the guy mad you beat him?
that you beat him?
He took it surprisingly well, actually. I've never told anyone about this before. It's a little embarrassing.
What happened to the guy?
We're married.
No idea. I never saw him again.
RC car. So these little cars are all meant to race on a track together. That's right. There's going to be a special course built just for these cars. Each car has a small camera on the front that transmits to a corresponding monitor. So when a player sits down in front of the monitor and starts driving their car, it feels like they're really there. Wow, that's a really clever idea. Wonder if you could do more things remotely like this. It does feel futuristic, doesn't it? I'm sure there are all kinds of applications. Maybe one day I could go to work remotely. Let's not get too crazy there. So we had the like huge VHS camera that was one of the challenges, and they were like joking around like, oh, you have to mount this on your head, like this huge camera. But apparently now there's like little cameras that go inside RC cars. I don't know what's going on with that. I won't think about it too hard. Maybe it's because this doesn't record anything. I don't know. I was going to say it doesn't record anything. It just sends it remotely over the air. But you could then have the receiver record it to VHS. So we need... This goes here. This part seems pretty easy. Oh, so we need to drill out. So we need to drill out the middle. Seems vaguely difficult. Yeah, what's the best way to do that? So we have an arm here. So something like that. It only needs to go up 3. Or it goes up 2. Oh. There we go. The other thing, I could also have it drill out here. I could optimize. This could be one where I optimized for speed, I think. Because it could be... Oh, now I'm realizing if I... this part needs to get drilled out, which is how it's being held. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I could just have one drill here and have the arm do a bunch of the work, like go back and forth, but that seems that would be pretty slow. I'm gonna try optimize for speed on this one, I think. So we want to have this here. Oh, why didn't I like that? That isn't too bad. Put a riveter right there. Welder right there. Actually, I think I'm gonna have this try and get pushed down to this area here. I think that would be good. So it just needs to go down 4. So B, turn, off grab, extend 2. This needs to be B. There we go. And then I just need B to retract here. So this will be -2. Okay. The other thing I could do is if B only retracts 1, I could have B... Oh, because this isn't attached at the moment. If I do this, what if B has grab on? Oh wait, no, I don't want it on there. Then I have like this. And we put a riveter here. So now that's attached. Now that's there. Cool. Okay, so now we just need to drill out these final 2 spots here. So what's the best way to do that? I think this might be a time for one of these. Although, let's see. If I plan ahead, and we put this here. One thing I could do is I could bring all these down, do this. This may not be ideal here. So now I need to... Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, here's what I want to do instead. Get these drills out of there. I think the best thing is to have an arm. Let's try this. Hold on. What if I do this? Move that down too. Move these down too. No, wait, hold on. This needs to be turn off grab there. Now move it down to with grab on. Now flip it. Yeah, okay, so that works. This'll, so much for my plan to, okay, that is a problem, because if you drill it fully out, this part's no longer connected. I think that's, yeah, probably not the best way to do it then. I think the best way to do it is going to be with those, there we go, that's, yeah, with drill arms, because if I try and drill everything out down here, then I'll need multiple arms to get that back up, which I don't want. So I think I like it like this. Okay, I want let's move this somewhere like that. If we have a drill right here, then we could do D out 2. No, it doesn't like that. There we go. But then that has an issue with the spoiler. And then now that's on the wrong side, I believe. Yeah, it's on the front of the car instead of the back. Then let's have one more arm here. E, and then E can put that one there, that one there. Then we just need to flip B back and have E. I think this needs to be on its own step, probably. There we go. I put on something wrong. Something's backwards. Yeah, this has been flipped around. I need one more step here. Oh, I don't need B. There we go. Probably not ideal for timing, because I ended up... I bet if I put another drill on this side and had the two drilling go simultaneously, I don't know, it still does need to rotate it to get all the tires on. So maybe it is all right for timing, because it puts a tire on almost every step. I don't know. We'll have to see. Wonder what my dad will say when I tell him I'm making cars over here. I mean, not real cars, but still. Why? Is he a fan? He worked for a car company himself for quite a long time. An American car company? Hope he isn't mad about our competitively priced exports. Ha, no, it's not like that. I'm pretty sure the company was in bad shape long before all the trade stuff. Yosuke doesn't... I mean, maybe because he's a businessman, but hope he isn't mad about our competitively priced exports. Yosuke, you don't work for the car company. What are you talking about? Well, I hope that when your father sees the quality and care put into cars his son worked on, he understands why you decided to come to Japan. You're talking about this toy car like it's a real car. Cool. Okay, so I was pretty competitive on time. Cost right in front of the mean there. Happy about that. And area was minimum. Ooh. Very pleased with that. I want to look at the minimum area. That's pretty nice. Wait, I didn't even use this. I just made the area go down substantially, and I didn't even use that. Oh, that's funny. Just because of the way the graph is. But that brought down the cost and the area. No, very nice. But yeah, just because the graph is kind of zoomed out. Going from 280 to 210, I'm still in the same bar. But yeah, that was... just wanted to watch the beautiful animation one more time. Nice. Cool. Hope you're enjoying the episode. Thanks for dropping by. I'm trying to get the channel off the ground, so I'm still at the point where every single like and subscribe helps. Thanks a lot. Pachinko Machine. Okay, now we're building the Pachinko Machine. Tomoe's going to love it. Try and see if you can guess what we're making next. Oops, I saw it already. It's a Pachinko Machine. Great. Tomoe, you ruined it. I was going to try and guess. So, well, I guess I saw the name of the level we're working on, so it wouldn't have been a good game for me either. Sorry to ruin your surprise, but I couldn't help but noticing the parts when they came in this morning. Heh, that's okay. I should have known I couldn't keep it a secret. Wow, you've got special art for it? That's right. Wait, is this going to be a fourth Pachinko Machine we can play? That'd be fun. That's right. In today's competitive world, we need every advantage we can get. In the future, we might be able to incorporate displays into the machines, or even make them speak. And we might be able to license beloved video game properties and make Pachinko machines, and then have trailers that everybody in the West gets mad at because they don't understand what Pachinko is. Imagine if players could interact with their favorite characters while they play. Naturally, they would choose to do that, right? That does sound like a lot of fun. Sometimes it feels like Yosuke's thinking 10 years ahead of everybody else. I guess we're kind of past that one point in time. There was a period where it felt like, this is probably 10 years ago, and I'm an old man, but like an instant way to get a ton of engagement was to post like the Metal Gear Solid Pachinko Machine trailer, and everyone would be like, what? There's not a real Metal Gear Solid game, but there's this crap. How dare they? How dare they spend 1/100th of the budget that a full game would cost on licensing these characters they own for a Pachinko Machine? This is cool. I mean, this doesn't look anything like the solitaire Pachinko, but so what are we doing here? So it looks like I need to drill out that space. This one seems pretty complicated. Yeah, wait, this seems tough. So these go here. So we got a bunch of drilling to do. Basically. That's probably the first step. This is maybe an easy way to space out where I want the drills to go. Because let's before I try and save any money, let's just space out the area that needs to be drilled. It'll make it easier to conceptualize if there's anything I can do to save some money. So it's like here. Is that it? No, it's not it. This is pretty hard to... So it's not impossible to save a little bit, because I could do this. Oh wait, no. Is that it? No, I did it the wrong way. Like this, and then there we go. So that saves one row. The other thing I could maybe do, it's probably worth it, it saves a lot, is make this symmetrical and just have it flip. So put the arm here. And then pull one. Nope. Retract. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So we got that done. What to do with all this, though? So we'll come back to that. We'll put these together in the right spot, I think. And then we'll just try and flip the whole thing onto this. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. So we want like that, and then something like this. So that's so we want one there. What's the best way to get these on? Some sort of arm that flips like this. Let's just picture what it looks like. So if these are here, welder. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough to conceptualize here. I'm going to pause this for 1 second just while I like rotate these shapes in my head a few times, see come up with something here. All right. Finally think I got a solution here. So I finally came up with this convoluted thing. I went back on... I figured that I was already probably screwed on cost. So trying to cut down the cost with the drills just kind of ballooned my footprint. Which my footprint I'm probably also not doing that well on. But it increased the footprint. And I decided I'd rather have a smaller footprint and high cost than a large footprint and high cost. So let's take a look at this part first. So basically I have it create this side, slide it over. It makes the central element, slots that into the right spot. Then arm C just drags this whole thing over. And because these are positioned like this, they get pushed into the right position. So now this middle part is done. Then to free it from this enclosure, D flips it around, puts it in the right spot. Then D gets out of the way. F flips the top board onto the same position. Then just needs to pull it up to weld the two pieces together. And then it's done. Beautiful. Most of the products I've worked on here have been international, so it's interesting that Pachinko has stayed in Japan. You think they could find audiences abroad like video games have? Maybe, but there are many things about Pachinko that are specific to this country. You would need to make big adjustments for it to succeed elsewhere, like making it comprehensible. Yeah, you'd probably have to change the theme of the machines and how the prizes work. And you would need to learn how to adjust the nails and how to repair the machines. And then you would need to educate everyone on what Pachinko is and how it works so they can enjoy it. Sounds like a lot of work. You could do it. When you go back home, you could start the first American Pachinko parlor. Also, legally, that might be an issue. Back to America? That's right, I haven't even started thinking about that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong, because my area is bad regardless. And the cost was actually on the lower end. And my time is, kind of in the middle too. Let's try and see if I can do. If we ignore the oh, this needs to be. Yeah, if we ignore the footprint, let's see if this... And then we'll do... B flip. All this is the same, okay. Looking at it one more time. I think that should be good. So, okay, cool. So that did get the cost down. The area went up, but the area was already not great. So, okay, I do like that solution better. Cool. Interesting places. Dear David, thank you so much for the handbag. It's really lovely. I have to admit that it's so nice that it makes me feel a little self-conscious carrying it around town. I don't know how nice. It didn't seem like something that was usable by a human, so maybe that's what you'd be self-conscious about. Don't see many people around here with bags like that, and I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm from New York or something. I read that thanks to the way the economy is going in Japan, Gucci, Dior, and all the other big fashion names have opened dozens of stores there. Is that true? I remember when we got the Gap here. That was a pretty big deal. I suppose it's not quite the same. Yeah, definitely keep counting on that. I'm sure the economy's going great. 1988? What kind of game do you think we should put into this arcade cabinet? Maybe some kind of a spaceship game? You know, pew pew. Sounds pretty basic. I suppose that kind of thing is always popular, though. How about a game with witches, wizards, and magic spells? That's also been popular lately. 1988 arcade game. What are we thinking here? How about you, Yosuke? What kind of game would you like to see? Me? I don't know. An underwater theme might be interesting. Oh, there's an idea. How does one go about making a game anyway? I promise you it doesn't have anything to do with riveting metal parts together, unfortunately. Good question. You see, we have a guy. Well, this is pretty crazy. So we need to drill out the middle part. Here's a silly question. Is this like totally symmetrical vertically? It looks like it might be. So if we do a and a B. Is that all you need to do? Let's delete this for now. I just want to see the two pieces next to each other. That seems to be pretty good there. Technically, now the bottom is at the top, which, like, if we were talking about real electronics, that would matter. But this image seems to be so symmetrical that hopefully that's still fine. I'm worried that I'm gonna get to the end and it's not gonna accept it because it's but surely it wouldn't be printed this symmetrically if it were gonna reject it for that reason. So okay, I'm not gonna actually do that, I don't believe. How do we want to manage this? I think the easiest part's going to be let's delete all this. I think the easiest part's going to be the bottom panel. So we have I kind of want to just do something like this. It's I could do a single arm on one track, but that would be like a lot of time. And actually, let's do it from the bottom up. I think this will be one where I prefer to optimize on time, I think. So here we go. So we'll do A up 2, and then we don't want grab on, and then we'll do A reverse 2, and then while that's doing that, then we have D. Once I get all these down, it'll be a lot easier. Just copy them all. Get this out quickly. Something like that. And then D reverse 3. No grab. Cool. Okay, and then so we're going to do this will be C up 2. Unfortunately, this has to be one more. grab off, -2. Turn grab off here just for consistency. And then this again. Okay. I was thinking I could do, if I do C and B at the same time, I might have issues with the welding, but let's just see what that looks like. Grab off, -2. Yes, that doesn't weld that correctly. I could just have this go 2. Oh, this isn't even the right pattern here. So I need another one of these first anyway. No, wait. This needs to be 3. Then I can do this. Oh, you know what? We can actually do all 3 of these. And then just do extend D out one at a time. Probably makes sense. No grab. Like that. Then retract. Cool. Then we basically do the same thing again. So we need C out first. Oh wait. This here. Then we do this whole chunk one more time, and then that should be, oh, hold on. Don't need that gap there. This whole chunk, like that. And one more. There we go. What's this guy doing up here? When did that happen? Oh, this doesn't fully... Oh, we need another one of these. Okay. Oh, okay. So that was... These need to go over. Oh, this is a mess. These all need to go over 1, and these all need to go over 1. Okay, got that. Got all that. Okay, cool. And then let's also do... This one shouldn't change anything. Let's have this at the bottom. So this is good. Now, we do need to consider there's no easy way to weld a too tall... Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm missing a middle piece there. Should be easy enough. So it's at this point. We need one more middle piece. Might be easier to do it this way, actually. So we do retract 1. A bump up. A return. Then we keep doing this, but we need one more of these. And I don't think this can go here, or can it? Okay, that's fine. Cool. No, wait, that still didn't do it. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I didn't actually copy those. I just dragged those instructions over. I was like, what? I thought I added an extra piece. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that looks good. That matches that well. So then, yeah, we need to figure out a way to connect these together, because once, let me, just for demonstration purposes, put these back on. Oh, this is the first time I'm going to run into the issue of only being able to do 4 instructions simultaneously, because all of these instructions to make this part are taking up a lot of my space. So if I want to make this top part simultaneously, I'm going to have to work around it. So if we do a flip and a flip and a like that. So this is where they need to be, but there's nowhere that you could weld these two together like this. So what the only way to weld these two is we have to drill out this middle piece anyway. Once the middle piece is drilled out, before the what's the best way to do this? Yeah, once this middle piece is worn out, then we can have a riveter right here inside it. It's going to be annoying. Yeah, it's going to be annoying to get a riveter inside the thing. Let's drill and see what we think. You know what I'm going to do? This is maybe more trouble than it's worth. But I'm going to start on step 23, and then I can go back and try and integrate them later. But I think that'll be... I don't want to have to be paying attention to which pieces I can't move when I'm trying to make the instructions over here. So this is E. We don't need to do that yet. So we need extend E out 3. What if we just do it like this? Like that, and then F. Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Then retract 3. Now what happens if we do... F like this, and then like that. So that kind of works. The issue is that that's not going to like that. Okay, what? No, that welds it. But that won't, I mean, that won't weld it. That won't weld it yet if that piece isn't there yet. So that's the issue. So if we move all these up one, just to think about it. No, that can't do that yet because I need to do it this way. Then push forward again. Then flip. Nope. So that kind of works. If we then at this point have a hypothetical arm G that pushes upwards with a nudge, then those two will be welded together. Then we can copy all this, I think. No, wait. Yeah, the issue is this. Here's what we could do. Have G on a track. Bring G. G has to be a extend like this. Yeah, this is what yet again. I'm gonna try and combine these two steps when I can, so it's not gonna be this slow. So what we can do is we can have G bring all this out here. Oh wait, it needs to go further. Needs to go at least 7. So G brings all that out here. Does all this. Oh, F is not in the right spot anymore. Nope, that's not what we need. This needs to be E. So what we could do is try and bring the screen down at some point. Slot it in here, put it in here, weld it together. And F, if this were a longer track, F could like flip this piece over these drills, then bring it along the track and flip it back. The issue I'm running into here in my head is there's no obvious way to insert this pretty easily. Because, like, say this is H. It can go down that far. What it could do, actually, you know what? If this is on this side, actually could go down pretty far. Although that now it's going to get in the way of F if I wanted to use that F strategy. Oh, and it's one too short as well for my plan. Because now it can't, even if we do H. Oh, those two combine. G could hypothetically go further, actually, because G could go like that, not grab, and then move it further. Why is this? Oh, it's because it's... Yeah. I could go a little further. Then... have H extend by 3. Have a riveter here. So that piece is together. Now we just need to... I'm trying to... Not worrying about floor plan here. And not worrying about time either. Both of those I'm going to collapse later. I just want to get my like the order of operations for getting these pieces in. So we need to get the H arm out of there. So now we just need to flip this to the opposite side of these drills. Oh, how do you do that? Because if I have... Okay. So we're here. So if we flip it along the F axis, it looks like that. Which now it's on the right side of the drills. Okay, so now I have F, traverse, grab off. Whatever. Then flip again. And in the meantime, I can have G come back. Like this, but then how do we... Okay, so we're almost done. Just the final step. Hold on. Why is G the way that it is? Oh, because G does need to press up one. I was wondering if we could raise the G arm up a little bit, but it doesn't look like we can. So G is where it needs to be. That's done. How do we get this piece a little further? Oh, I know how. G is here. So G needs to slide all the way down. No grab. Then G extends. 2. And now there we go. Product complete. Okay. I don't even want to click start here because I want to at least see if I can combine the time-wise here. First of all, let's consider, are there any pieces that, I think footprint-wise, this is the best for the way I've done it. I don't think I have any like easy wins when it comes to the footprint. I definitely have easy wins when it comes to time, though, because there's so much preamble where it's just making that thing where it could be also doing this stuff. So at least up to this point, we could at least get these steps taken care of first. It's still not ideal because there's going to be... And we can get... While this stuff is happening, we can have it be drilling out this part. Okay. So there are definitely some easy wins when it comes to time. So we want to get... I'm going to do these a few pieces at a time, I think. Like, we're just looking for gaps to put, I think, this whole set of instructions in. Is that right? 23 through 28. It can go anywhere earlier than this. So there we go. And oh, it can all go on that line. Perfect. Okay. So that should be fine. So that piece is done there. If I can fit in, which I can, this part, that might be worthwhile. So that's done. We still have to kind of wait for the controller to be done, I think. So that's probably as good as we got. So right here is where I have to put this one. Is that? Yeah, like that. Then all this stuff, we'll drag it over. Yeah, that's all of it. Okay. Cool. So then where's the it's right here. So this is, we can move this. I don't know if this will actually save much time. Oh yeah, well actually. Because then we can move all this. Still not expecting this to break too many records, but Cool. All right. I'm pretty pleased with that. There are a few things here. Actually, I think I can get the footprint down slightly because can't H, so I'll have to hunt out all the times I have H. But can't H go one down and this go one shorter and go down and go one down? I think that doesn't break anything. I just need to make this like that. I think that's all I need to do. Yeah. Okay, that does actually cut down like a whole row of area, so hopefully that's okay. Let's finish up here. This is the part that's a little hard to watch. This part is so slow. This part, it goes speeds up, but that slowly creating this whole doohickey. I bet I can maybe shave off a few steps if I just were a little smarter about the order. I bet maybe this blank piece, if it were on the far right, could be a little more efficient. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, because then I could do... Okay, actually, once I watch this, I'm going to probably fix that one thing, because that just popped in my head as like another way to save off a couple of seconds, or a couple of steps. Our Ace game programmer actually works for a different company, but we have an arrangement with them to pay them for his time. We have the game company. They don't mind you borrowing their employee. Doesn't seem like they do, which is good for us because he's very good at programming games. I mean, I know at this point in time, game studios weren't, 12,000 people around the world working on a single Assassin's Creed game or whatever. But like one game programmer, you don't have an artist or a musician or anything. Like, I know that like there weren't necessarily standalone video game artists. It was usually programmers doing their own pixel art. But like one guy does every single thing. Does he also like figure out how to put it on a circuit board? Just seems like a lot of effort for one guy. And then also he's not even a full-time employee. So one part-time guy does the entire video game. Why doesn't his company have him programming games for them too then? Possibly because they're a bank. Okay. Doesn't really fully explain it. Well, I can see how making games might be a fun break from working on bank software. Maybe, but you should see him when he's deep into programming his next game. From the way he looks and the hours he keeps, you might think the bank software is his fun break. Cool. Okay, cost and area. I feel pretty good about both of those. Time I do want to cut down because I think all I need to do is if we put a... Don't even have to do it. Yeah. If we put a... This is going to be maybe a little annoying, but... Because then we can do A and C simultaneously. Like that. And then this is already done, so we can delete these. And this is done, so we can delete these. And these can be moved backwards. So that saves up 3 steps already, I believe. No, wait. Hold on, what did I do? So that does that. Okay, here's what I'll do. This guy, we'll put in a D nudge here. So that's a 1 step. Gets the yellow guy out of the way. Then before we do this part, we need another one of these. Okay. Now that's done. Now we need a red. I'm confused how I did this before. Did I? I must have deleted an additional instruction that I realized. I've done something very strange here, but so that's fine. So now we need red. Oh, okay. I'm confused because I reversed the order of these, I think. So that's why I'm like, how did this work? I think it makes more sense to do it. Okay, hold on. This is maybe silly. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to do this on the fly. So that goes up. That goes up. We want D to extend 1. I'm glad it's nice that these instructions are free, because then it can do the nudge. And then maybe retract 1. Do we want to get the red on there? If possible. So it retracts 1. Then we can do B like this. This maybe doesn't even save time. Okay. Now that's like that. Instead of doing the issue is I'm going to have to push all these back. I think this will save time in the end because I'm collapsing several. I can't even select all these simultaneously. Oh, that's gonna be an issue. I can't even like. Can I do Control A? No, I can select everything on that side, but I can't select all of these. This might be a sign that I should. Give it up for now. This F does not need to be here. Can move that. Just doing one step at a time. Now we need D minus 3. No, wait, we just need D minus 1. Get all these out of the way. You know what? I'm gonna pause this for a second and I'm gonna reorganize this because I think this is gonna work in my head. I just need to do some reorganizing, which is gonna be boring. So give me a second. All right. After all that nonsense, I believe I may have managed to save a single step. I had to redo my whole order, and it was not worth it. I think I thought I could maybe save like 3 steps or so by getting multiple pieces pushed up at once, which works a couple of times. Like it worked there, it worked at the beginning, but I was also able to push up multiple pieces a couple times in the previous way. So I don't think it amounted to as much savings as I had hoped for. But I believe I am correct that I saved a single step. I think I ended at 32 before, and now I end at 31. We'll see. I haven't clicked on the results screen yet, so might not even have remembered correctly. Yep, 32 to 31, baby. That's the way we do it. Area and cost stayed the exact same. That took me like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes of just like staring at it and puzzling it out and redoing the whole process, and not worth it, but cool. We'll call that episode there. It looks like 2 more chapters after this, so getting closer and closer to the end. The puzzles are definitely getting a lot more complicated as we go, but having a ton of fun. So yeah, we'll call that there. I think I'm gonna I'll do I'm gonna try and do all the puzzles first, and then I think it'd be fun to do a couple episodes. Maybe not 2, but we'll see how interesting it is. But some episodes going back and using my skills that I've picked up going through the game, and try and optimize some of these. So that'd be fun. But I appreciate it. Drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and thanks a lot.